The Treaty of Pressburg, a temporary truce in European diplomacy. It was December 26, 1805, and while most people were still recovering from Christmas feasts, or battles in this case, Napoleon Bonaparte and the Austrians decided it was time to put pen to paper. After the French gave the Austrians a serious whooping at the Battle of Austerlitz, Austria figured, okay, maybe we need to talk. The Treaty of Pressburg was signed in a fancy palace in Bratislava, then Pressburg, with all the pomp and ceremony you'd expect from two nations pretending they weren't mad at each other. Napoleon probably strutted in, full of swagger, while the Austrians tried to look calm despite having just lost half their dignity and territory. "All right," Napoleon might have said, "here's the deal. You give me some land, a few titles, and admit I'm the best general ever, and we'll call it even." The Austrians, too tired to argue, nodded reluctantly. They handed over Tyrol, Venice, and other juicy bits of Europe, muttering, "Fine, take it, but don't think we're happy about it." To sweeten the deal, or rub salt in the wound, Napoleon made sure the treaty was signed in grand style, likely imagining himself as the star of a very dramatic opera. Meanwhile, the Austrians were probably thinking, let's just get this over with before he starts naming cities after himself. The treaty ended Austria's part in the War of the Third Coalition, but it also cemented Napoleon's dominance over Europe, for a while anyway. Spoiler alert, Austria would be back, and so would the fighting. But for now, they shook hands, swapped signatures, and said, "See you on the battlefield later." The Treaty of Pressburg wasn't just a peace agreement. It was a temporary truce between frenemies who couldn't seem to stay out of each other's business. Ah, European diplomacy at its finest.